Hey y'all, hey, this is your girl Tawana. I'm back, and this is a series that I'm calling Functional Decorative Planning Tips. So in a previous video, I talked about how you could use another set of sticker books to actually make your planner monthly and your planner weekly or daily, both functional and decorative at the same time. Another style of sticker books that I think are a great addition to that are money management budget sticker books. So I have two here. One is the Money Talks from Gold Mine and Cocoa. This actually is available in two separate colors. The color I have here is the orange and green. It also comes in a pink palette as well. And the second one is the budget book from Create 365, the Happy Planner. This is an older budget book. I don't know, it might still be available, and it's probably on clearance. I think I bought this on clearance, so I'm sure if it's still on the website, it's on clearance. And what I'll do is, I know both of these books, this one should still be available. I think this one is still available. And what I'll do is I'll put a link to both of the budget books in the description box. So, money and budget finances are things that most people do plan for, like to keep track of, and is a big thing in the planner community. Some people have budget planners and journals. Strictly, nothing is in that planner but their expenses and their budgeting. I actually just use a notebook, so for me the stickers play kind of double duty. I use them in my planner, on my monthly calendar, as well as on my desk calendar that sits on the wall by my desk. I also use it in my expense tracking section of my notebook as well. So they have multiple functions, so they actually do get used. So let's take a look. We'll look at the Happy Planner budget sheet first. Budget book. Now, again, this has been in use, so there are going to be some stickers missing. So I'm pulling this out to show you the stickers that I find are the most functional and decorative. The monthly budget sheet. So what I usually do is I'll put this on a note page in my notebook. So I have a whole section for, so I know I have everything written in here. So the end of the month isn't here yet, but I've already paid the water bill. The internet bill has already been paid. My cell phone bill has already been paid. And then housing has already been paid. When the end of the month comes, I will fill in the rest of these. As you see, I do use some of the stickers here. So actually, I can show you. We can kind of do a quote-unquote, I guess, plan with me. So what I do is I actually put the sticker down. You can do this in your planner if you're using so I'm using a section. I have a notebook, and I'm just using this particular section for my finance tracking instead of using a full budget planner. I've come across some really good ones. They either had more information and things in there than I needed, or it wasn't enough. So I said, instead of buying one and just using a bunch of stickers to kind of make it my own, why not just use a section in my notebook? So a sticky tab and some stickers. So I use this. So as you saw on the previous page, I'll start the beginning of the month. So I'll write in each bill as they are paid. Then at the end of the month, I'll go back and look and see how much did I spend on food, how much did I spend on giving, how much did I save at the end of the month total. Insurance for me, I only pay twice a month. My life insurance, I pay 6 months at a time, just because for me, I find it easier that way. And then credit cards, I don't have any loans. Will all go in this section. My student loans are currently in review for forgiveness. Fingers crossed that happens. So usually that loan section I would use for student loans, and I would just put ST next to it. And then whatever other credit cards I paid off, I would list here. So then our total expenses, if I ate out, nails, hair, any of those things would go in these empty boxes. So that sticker is very helpful. Now, I also like these stickers. I use these for credit cards, and I use these stickers on my monthly in my planner. And then you can also use these reoccurring expenses, and you can put this at the beginning, like your very first page of where you're doing your budgeting. So yearly, what do you know that you have to pay once a year? Is it like, if you have, so for me, I have a house, I own a home, so my property taxes and my insurance, those are yearly expenses. Even though my account is escrowed, I still make a note just so I can go in and double check to make sure that the property taxes haven't increased. So I know that that's a yearly expense. And then quarterly, I do have 2 quarterly subscriptions, so I can write those in. And then monthly. So these are things like that you know are going to be fixed. So Netflix, Hulu, Amazon Prime, those things will go in this section. These are really good stickers if you're tracking how much you're actually saving, how much you're keeping in your checking account, how much you're putting in your retirement. So I use these for the beginning of the month and at the end of the month, just to track to see, okay, how much did I really save? Did I end up dipping into my savings account? Did I move money around? Are these numbers growing or going down? These icons are great to mark in your monthly when your paydays are. Those were the pigs with the little banks. So with these stickers, so for your mortgage or your rent, you can use the house stickers, cell phone bills. These I like to put in on my monthly. These I'll usually put on my daily or weekly page because it gives you the extra space to write the company and then the dollar amount as well. And you know, for housing and light and water, those things don't matter, but for credit cards, I like to have it written down. Oh, this is my MasterCard, this is my Visa card, and how much I paid on them. Then you also have the blank ones that you can actually, at the top, you can write Capital One Visa and then the dollar amount. Those are really good as well. These stickers, they'll probably be there for a while. I'll use them for decorative. So for food, if you're one of those people who track your expenses weekly, every time when you go buy groceries, you can stick one of these stickers in your planner just to come back at the end of the week, and it'll help you track more. The quotes are always good to kind of keep you on track and motivating, so they're always good to have as well. I think this is a really good functional sticker. So it's a financial goal, your start date, what's the goal, the end date, your starting balance, the ending balance, and the action steps. I like this because it makes you think of what are the action steps. If my goal is to save $10,000 and I'm starting in January and I want to save it by June, then I need to write how much money do I need to save daily, how much do I need to save weekly, and how much do I need to save monthly to meet that goal. So I do like those. I think those boxes are really good for that. Tax day, taxes are due. This is good if you do. So I did try this for 1 week and I did not do well at this. I'm gonna be honest and transparent. This is if you want to track your daily expenses. How much are you spending out every day? I sucked at writing it in every day. I found for me, taking Sunday and looking at the previous week to see how much I've spent throughout the day in each category was more realistic for me, just for me and my lifestyle. And then you have, is this one complete? Okay, so this one is, so your expenses, your auto, car payment, car insurance, gas, maintenance, license. So how much did you budget for gasoline and how much did you really spend? The other two are usually fixed, and your maintenance is something that you can budget for. Like I had $400 saved for maintenance, but I ended up spending $600, and that's, you know, hopefully that's not going to be something that you're doing every week. But I do like, these are really good too. And again, you can put these in your, on your daily, you can put these on your weekly, and you, a really good space for these is on, if you don't use your currently page, use it for currently. So at the end of the month, take a look at all of these sections and figure out how much did I budget for and what did I really spend this month. So those are, and then we have ones that are blank that you can actually fill in. These bill dues are a great way to have something fun and decorative in your planner while still being functional. And the no spends. So then this is a great habit tracker for no spends. If you're working on, hey, this is a week where I need to save an extra $200, so I'm not going to spend any money on anything miscellaneous. Here's a good way to track it. You can toss it in your weekly and then just tick it off in the corner every day of the week. So that's how I use some of the stickers that are in this sticker book. And then the Money Talks, Money Management. My favorite stickers out of this one, and is the starting balance, ending balance. So I have one card that had a large balance to me. I know everything is relative to people, but there's a certain level of comfort that I like to carry in credit card debt. And for me, anything over like $6,000 is way too much in credit card debt. I come from a place where I know what it is to struggle. I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, we was dirt poor and all of that stuff, but I do not come from a wealthy family. So for me, it is very important that I am managing my finances, taking care of my credit. Those are things that were not really talked about a lot in my household. So for me, yeah, I live by that whole 30%. So my credit cards, that's how I look at them. Whatever the credit limit is, I'm not paying attention to that. What is 30% of my credit limit? And that's what I look at, the balance I have to use on each of the cards. Like, it's just one of those things. I know people are like, oh, that's not a lot of money. It's not a lot of money to some people. It is a lot of money to others, and it just really depends on your comfort level. I'm a firm believer in credit is it's a tool, not something for me to just, I don't know, be irresponsible with. So, and I'm also one of the people, when they got to college, credit card companies were giving you tens and thousands of dollars, and you were pretty much making like $10 an hour. You know, I had a job throughout college, so I'm not one of those people. So for me, it's important that if I make large purchases, that I have a plan that, hey, I'm going to pay this off within the next 2 to 3 months. I don't like paying people interest, just not my jam, not my thing. So I use these because what I also started doing is, because I have a credit card that actually gives you points and rewards. So every time you use the card, certain percentage of what you spend, you get back in cash back. So what I started doing was making a payment on that particular card every Sunday. So whatever I charged Monday to Saturday, I paid off on Sunday. So that's why I have the starting balance, ending balance. So every time I make a payment, I put in there, okay, my starting balance was $500. My ending balance is $257. So I like to look at that because I like to see, hey, because you decided not to make a payment this week and we're rolling into the next statement week, you know, you just accrued interest. So that's just my personal thing. These are also stickers that I find are really helpful. So I am doing a savings challenge. So every time I make a deposit into my savings account, I use one of these stickers just to track it. And I like to see the little, you know, the little ticker go up. So, and I usually do that in my notebook. The quotes and the headers are really good. They're fun and they're functional as well. The quotes aren't necessarily functional, but did I just skip it? So the headers like insurance payments, see, they're fun. So instead of writing down insurance or savings plan, you can use those. The rents due, bills due. So, like, don't forget to do savings. These types of stickers are decorative, obviously, because, you know, they have all the color in there, but they're also functional. So, bill payments, you can write out. I like these as well. So, and I'll use these for my rewards card. So, I'll just put Visa on there. Every time I make a payment on there in that particular month, I'll make a note on here. These I actually use on my monthly calendars, either for paydays or I'll put it on there for deposits into my IRA. So I have a 401k at work, and then I also have a personal IRA account. So I use those for those, and I'll usually just write in the inside the dollar amount in IRA. And yeah, some quotes. These are just like the icons in the previous book, you know, different colors, but the one thing I did like is that she included birthdays. So if you are one of those people, you set a budget to how much you're going to spend either on your own birthday or on a birthday present for someone else, these are really great. And you can use these even if it's not for finances. If you want to use the birthday cake and just write the person's birthday down. So again, you can use things for more than one purpose. I like these to go on my weeklies. You have the space for the bill name, the amount, and then the date that it was paid. So I do like those are ones that I like as well. Goal amount saving for. So these are really good too to set, like if you have a savings goal or a pay down goal, these are really good for those as well. And then you have a set of icons. These are good if you use if you have like a catch-all calendar. So for me, my monthlies have pay dates, bill dues, appointments, all of those things. So these icons come in pretty handy for those. And then the total debt, I use these at the end of the month. So how much do I still have outstanding on credit cards or vacations that I may have put deposits down, but I need to make the remaining balance. Those are good for those. And then you have a set of headers. Because they're colorful, they are decorative, but they will help if you're one of those people like me who write really big. So it's great to have these that you can use in place of writing things down. And then we have, I actually like the smaller no spend days because you can slip them in on your weekly pages without taking up too much space. And then we have our bill due, and then our paid and our paydays. This section is really good to use in your monthly calendar. So let's say you wrote on there light bill due, and then once you paid it, you can put a sticker right over top of it on your monthly calendar. So But that's a look at finance and budgeting stickers that are both functional as well as decorative. I hope this was helpful for somebody. If I talk super fast, please let me know. It's kind of a bit of a habit of mine. But thanks for hanging out. Much appreciated. You guys have a great day. Make a plan and execute the plan. Peace and blessings.